In the vast realm of digital worlds, every detail, every flicker of light, and even the smallest environmental clue can hint at a rich, untold history, inviting us to become detectives of narrative art. Today we journey into the delicate balance between subtle suggestion and overt narrative, asking whether the thrill of discovery lies in unraveling cryptic clues on your own or in witnessing a story gracefully unfold before your eyes. Imagine wandering through an ancient hall where every stone, every whisper of wind carries a secret waiting to be unraveled. Fragmented narratives invite us into worlds where lore is not spoon-fed, but must be sifted through piece by piece, encouraging us to bridge the gaps with our own ingenuity. In these scattered fragments, there lies an invitation to engage our curiosity, to see that each seemingly isolated detail is a spark hinting at a richer, more intricate tapestry. One might ask, isn't it more thrilling to journey through a maze where each turn holds the promise of new mysteries, rather than following a clearly marked path? The beauty of concealed lore often stems from its very ambiguity, leaving room for our minds to create, interpret, and reinvent. In this subtle interplay between what is revealed and what remains obscured, we are compelled to become co-creators of the narrative, piecing together the fragmented echoes to construct a story that resonates with our own experiences and insights. Even when frustration creeps in at the absence of clear answers, it is exactly this space for personal discovery that transforms the digital landscape into a canvas of reflective exploration, turning every uncovered secret into a testament to the power of the unknown. Imagine stepping into a world where the very air seems to whisper ancient secrets, where crumbling structures and overgrown gardens do more than just frame a scene, the weathered carvings on a wall, the dissonant chord of a distant melody, or the soft murmur of a wind stirring fallen leaves, that the environment itself becomes an eloquent storyteller. Without the need for overt exposition or dramatic revelations, these design elements engage our senses and our intellect, drawing us into an intimate conversation with the digital realm. As we wander through these artistically composed spaces, every step turns into a deliberate act of discovery, urging us to reflect on the ephemeral nature of history and memory. Here, the environment doesn't just support the narrative, it is the narrative, crafting a layered tapestry of insights that beckons our minds to fill in the gaps with personal interpretation and emotional resonance. In this blending of aesthetic beauty and hidden lore, we come to understand that every element of design holds the potential to transform a simple setting into a profound experience, where the silence speaks louder than any scripted dialogue ever could. In a world where each hidden fragment of lore invites endless interpretations, mystery becomes a silent guide, drawing us deeper into realms that feel both familiar and profoundly unknown. The allure of cryptic backstories resides in their capacity to spark the imagination, encouraging us to fill the proverbial gaps with our own memories, dreams, and debates. There's an intriguing tension at play, a delicate balance between unveiling the narrative piece by piece and presenting a story with all its poetic clarity laid bare, inviting us to question, ponder, and ultimately connect on a deeply personal level. One might wonder if the slow unraveling of hidden details, much like a treasure hunt where each clue is earned, holds more appeal than a narrative meticulously penned with crystalline transparency. Yet it is in the shadows of ambiguity that the magic often resides, as the concealed histories resonate silently with our own experiences, urging us to contemplate the cost of forgotten tragedies, unspoken promises, or ancient mysteries that linger just out of reach. Imagine stepping into an immersive world where the backstory is not delivered in grand expository moments, but rather hinted at through a weathered inscription on a secluded wall, a cryptic melody echoing in the distance, or an almost imperceptible detail in a long abandoned diary. Each of these elements is a subtle invitation, a call to engage in contemplation, discussion, and collective interpretation. As debates spark and theories form, the narrative transforms from a linear sequence of events into a living, breathing mosaic of ideas, where every player becomes both an observer and a storyteller. In this artful interplay between what is said and what is left unsaid, we come to understand that narrative beauty often lies in its imperfections, its unanswered questions, and its capacity to mirror the unpredictability of human thought. The journey through such intricate worlds reminds us that sometimes the most profound stories are those we complete ourselves, frame by frame, layer by evocative layer, finding meaning not in straightforward exposition, but in the quiet space where lore and imagination meet.